What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. And guys, today we're gonna be making a leaf painting, and we're gonna be using some stencils, brushes, and chalk paint. But if you don't have chalk paint, you can always use acrylics, oils, or even watercolors. So before you start, I want you to know that before applying paint to the stencil, you never make the paint wet, because then the paint will bleed through and your stencil is not going to look good. So first, what I have here, I've got some chalk paint on my palette, and I'm just gradually applying paint on it. And we want to do it very gently, because if you do it too roughly, the stencil is gonna lift up and it might ruin the leaf structure. So key is we need to repeat this process 3 times. Now placement, let's talk about that. Placement, you want your first few leaves coming out from the sides, maybe from the top, mainly the corners. I have taken a sort of a corner, but not really a corner, and I'm gonna just apply my paint over there. And the other color you want to put like it's gonna overlap with it. So I suggest put it in the middle or coming from the up or down. Now I've taken off that stencil and it looks really damn nice. So now I'm just gonna take another the same stencil actually, and I'm gonna put it on another side of the canvas board, and I'm gonna start doing the same thing with the chalk paint. And guys, while you're at it, make sure to like and subscribe, because we're quite close to 1,000 subscribers, and I hope we will make soon that goal quite soon. But in the meantime, just gonna be posting videos, content, painting tutorials, my parrot videos, and once I have 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna stick on one thing. Let's keep continuing, and then we'll add the other color. And before we proceed, and if you don't have a stencil, you can always free draw it or make your own stencil, but that's the last thing you want to do. So you can order it from there are a lot of sites on the internet, especially in Pakistan. You won't find that many good quality stencils in physical shops, but you can find them online. This stencil, the leaf one that I'm using right now, I bought it online. And so far they're working very good. They don't even rip because they're made of like a transparent plastic. But as I was saying, if you don't have your own stencil, you can order it and you can free draw the leaf. But the last thing you want to do is make your own stencil at that point. So let's just finish the stencil and we'll get to the last white leaf. Then we're going to be using antique white, and then we're going to be using sort of like a beige brown color, but not really beige plus brown, I'll say that. Maybe a bit touch of skin. I mean, I don't even know the name of the color, but you'll see and you can have an idea. But you can always use your own choice of colors, such as gold, silver. I mean, those would look really good as well. I mean, it's just the color combination that matters really. If you're gonna hang it, your house's furniture and environment also matters. Because if you have a really dark vibe of the house, and if you put a very light painting, it's a bit pink, purple, red, those colors, it's not gonna look good. But if you make it with black, gold, and simple sceneries that match the dark vibe, then your painting is gonna look good in that specific area. So for example, my house is a bit orangey, has a bit kind of dark vibe. It sort of makes you feel like it's light, not really that much cornered. So that's why I'm using the not black. I'm using white, antique white, and a few more colors to match it. So now that I've taken out that stencil, it looks really nice. Now we're gonna go to the third white stencil, and we just want to repeat the process that we did in others three. And yes, and if you're doing it slanted, like I'm doing it, I put the board on the stand. Then you want to tape your stencil from the sides. But if you're doing it like on a table, then it's not really compulsory. You can work without a stencil. But if you're doing it with a stand, make sure to use tape, because that really makes it easier. I'll say that. we're done with that. Now I'm gonna take some beige and brownish color. I mean, I'll give it to you. I'll just show it so you can have an idea of what kind of color I'm using. Now you see the color? It's like a brown beige type of color, maybe a touch of skin, and looks kind of good. After this, we're gonna be adding antique white. So if you don't have antique white, you can simply make it by using just touch of skin color white and just a slight touch of gold. Not that much, just the slightest touch of gold. And yeah, and if you even don't have brushes, yeah. The brush I'm using has hard bristles, so it can easily, cover the area of the stencil, and it doesn't bleed through. Because if you're gonna be using a soft brush, it's gonna bleed through pretty easily. Now, as I'm using a hard bristle brush, and a hard bristle brush has simply its bristles are a bit more thicker. Now I added a few more of that color overlapping with the white leaves at the bottom. I think you can see it, but now we're gonna turn our pages to antique white. Now between where that color at the top overlaps with the white, we're gonna put the antique white overlapping that. So it can give a good effect, but if you do a bit too much overlapping, then your painting is not gonna look good. Yep, it's simply not gonna look good. Now let's talk about the surface that I'm drawing on. I'm painting on a hard cardboard, sort of like a canvas board, If you're gonna make it on canvas, there's a lot of disadvantages. Because first of all, the canvas cloth, when you put the stencil on it, it's gonna bend down sort of, and it might bleed, and the stencil might bleed through. And as it's cloth, you need to add quite a lot of brush strokes to actually make it look good. Bite of an apple. So guys, now we're done with the painting. And if you want to add more leaves here and there, you can add more leaves. And I was really happy on how this turned out. And make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and if it was helpful. And see you in the next